Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Trusted Jim, glad it's Quita. You can call me Quita, either one would do. I answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, donate, all that good jazz. If you want to book a reading with me, the email, everything is in the description box below. I haven't done my mental health readings in a while, and this will be my first time on this channel doing my mental health reading that I can think of. Yeah, it should be the first time on this channel. So yay. We're gonna kick this off with saying everybody needs to check on their mental health from time to time. We all can fall victim of mental health issues. So that being said, we're gonna get straight into this reading. I already got 6 cards on the table. Spirit already gave me. I really put them out on the table so I can you all know I'm from Florida and my accent be coming out, my countryness. So, and anybody don't know, I was dyslexic growing up, so yeah, I might have problems pronouncing some of these. Anywho, I have Asperger's syndrome, autism disorder. So somebody has a social disimpairment, communication difficulties, restrictive, repetitive, and stereotyped behavior. So somebody has autism. Somebody's on the spectrum for autism. I was avoidant personality disorder. Marked social inhibition. Yeah. Inhibition, yeah. Feelings of inadequacy and extremely sensitive to criticism. So somebody, not only do they have, this person, since they have this order, really might like to read books. You might be a person that is into books because, you have the social part of autism, and that's okay. So you're probably a bibliomania, a passionate enthusiast for collecting and possessing books. So you may love books, and people like this tend to go towards books in general, or some kind of something to, because when something is affecting your brain, then the body tries to balance itself out. And so the bibliomania, since you're not having interaction, the minimum amount of interaction with people, you might be interacting with books and collect them, might be, just a little bit of a book hoarder, which is okay. It's okay that we're different. That's why we need different personalities, because at different times we do change up in society, and sometimes it be some weird ish be going on, and we need people like this. You get what I'm saying? So I don't see nothing weird here at all. I feel like your brain just operate different from others. And hey, I was on the spectrum, so I understand. Bereavement, a period of mourning or loss of death of a loved one. So you're mourning something, but I don't think anyone died in your family. I think it's come from taking this anxiety medicine, which is barbiturate related disorder. I'm sorry, I can barely get that out. So you may have been addicted to these anxiety pills and stuff like that, and so the doctor might have you on a detox or something of that nature. You can be having withdrawals, including trouble sleeping, feelings of depression, and sweating. So you could have withdrawal from your medication. I'm talking to someone that's definitely on the spectrum, that's definitely grieving the loss of their medication. Sometimes we do. We grieve the loss if we're on medication for these different disorders and stuff. You can be taken off of them, or just can't, situation happen and you can't get to your medicine, and you go through withdrawal system. That is totally normal. Definitely have anxiety. You have a lot of anxiety disorder, constant state of high anxiety, overthinking. So you may be overthinking everything, honey. Yes. Okay, let's get some zodiac signs out here. Let me see. So we're giving the zodiac sign of the person or people who are going through, who is this reading about? Who's going through this withdrawals and autism, that's on autism spectrum. Yeah, because of your autism, you could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Definitely a feminine energy here. Um, you could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Water sign and earth sign. Let's see if anything else come out. Definitely Capricorn. Four Pentacles came out. Definitely Capricorn. You could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So basically any sign here. We just didn't get no fire. Sorry, my nose is itching. I'm trying not to scratch it. Yeah, I feel like this reading is pretty much what it is. You have anxiety, your brain, you just function different from others, and you are maybe off your meds, so the doctor may restrict you from your meds to try to put you on another one. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely you could be you could have been addicted to your meds, and the doctor seen that and they took you off. So you may be going through a little depressive state right now, and which causes you to overthink more because you don't have your meds. And I get it, because my daughter has autism, and then when you don't have your meds, you're like, oh my gosh, you're going into a panic, because before anything happens, like if I'm combing her hair, she says, ow, and your comb could be way over there, and she, ow. That's just the way your brain works. May anticipate pain, and so you overthink things, and then you make things happen to yourself that was never intended to happen. It's just your brain. You thought about it so much until you manifested it. Autistic people are very great manifestors. Too much because the brain is anxious, so you manifest a lot of anxiety. If you learn to strengthen yourself, which I am trying to help you with, what I got with when I was pulling these cards was that you need to journal more. All your thoughts, because I used to be an overthinker too. Like sometimes I still fall into it. Journal. Write everything down. Draw, doodle, something to get that nervous energy out so you can get back balance. It's all about balance, baby. It's all about returning to balance. So let's just get you some prayer cards, some prayer advice cards. Oh, yes. Here we go. Go with the flow. See? All my messages always see. Go with the flow. Unbind the rope which has been tied up. Your will and strength. So untie the rope that has bind your will and strength. I feel like you bind your own will and strength because anxiety comes within. So I feel like if you my eyes look different for some reason. I feel like if you meditate and you write, it'll help you tremendously. I make my daughter meditate. She don't really write. She doodles and draws. She's younger, so she's like 10, 11, so she doodles and draws that help her tremendously with her anxiety. And she loves to listen to spiritual music. Like I say spiritual, but it's just high frequency music. It takes away the overthinking, and you probably want to do that vagus nerve frequency. She does that a lot too, and it tremendously calms her down and help her regain her equilibrium, where she's not over anxious, so she can draw and she can do the things. Because sometimes she gets so anxious that she just stand there, her brain just going 90 miles a minute, and you have to pull her out of it and make her do things like color, draw, write, or just even go eat. Sometimes they forget to eat, so I hope you're not forgetting to eat. You put so much hard work, then no more regrets. So after you put in so much hard work, you won't have any regrets. Because you know how you overthink things, you're like, man, I thought about that and I ain't even do it. Just do it. Go with the flow. What comes natural to you. And that anxiety is like your first natural, but the second natural is what's for you that'll bring that equilibrium back. Like, what would you do when you're normally on your medication? That's what you need to try to get back into the routine, because your brain already trained to do it, because you already had the medication. Your brain is, so you just like, oh, I'm off the medication, it's gonna make me. No, you already trained your brain because you're on the medication, so you can just go with the flow. Just do what you normally do. Even if you have an anxiety, listen to some of the high frequency music for vagus nerve. Some people who have anxiety, some of your nerves and sensory hasn't formed, and they have a high frequency music for that, for you to form nerves and synapses that you haven't had yet, that you didn't grow in the womb. You can actually grow them because they're there. It's there. It's just not being utilized because for some odd reason that current hasn't been triggered. When you're a baby, usually in your mom's womb, you're doing all that. So that's another thing. Float with the free flow, so it will bring you to the land of peace. Hey. And your ultimate goal should be peace when you're anxious. See, when I took a deep breath, even doing this reading for you, I feel anxious, and before I did the reading, I was not anxious. See how I'm just breathing and calming myself down. I'm going within. All I see is you know how the planet has that ring around? I keep seeing that ring going around, and when I go within, I see it, and it's helping me just to. So it's returning me back to my calm, peace energy. I naturally do that because I naturally go in. I meditate every day, all day. I have to, because I'll go freaking insane if I didn't. I have to meditate. I have to pray. I have to journal, because that's what keeps me sane. So that being said, that's what you probably need to do. I'm very good with dealing with people with anxiety and calming them down. I had this same problem. I was an avoidant personality when I was younger. I just well, you could say that, because I didn't talk to anybody either. I didn't, because I couldn't speak. I had dyslexia. I couldn't speak at all. Like, only my mother could understand me. But I could write, and I even wrote my letters on top of each other, so I get it. And so you're more of a book enthusiast, and that's great. That's great. Books, so that's a great way to trigger your calmness and peace. Maybe you need to read a book to calm yourself. Maybe you could write a book that you can read, so it'll show you where you're at. That's the same thing as journaling, but you're gonna write a book for yourself to read to yourself, so that you can see how far you've come. And that's the greatest thing that helped me, is to journal, and then to go back like 3 months later, a year later, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not that nervous no more. And I kept measuring myself by that each year, and it helped me a lot. And my problem was, when I got older, it was the bereavement. When my mom died, I never grieved her death, because I didn't know what death was. I didn't know to cry. I just knew I missed my mom. I didn't know how to express it. So I had, when I was 20, like around 25, 26 years old, that's when I could express that I could cry for my mom. It wasn't that I was soulless or I didn't love my mom. It's just I wasn't aware that I could cry for missing my mom. I dealt with my teacher in college for, the first year of college, you go through a psychology course just to see where you're at. And she was like, oh my God, you never mourned your mom's death. And I'm like, what is that? Like, I know people die, but I didn't know after someone died, you were supposed to get counseling, you were supposed to cry. And I was grieving my mom for over 3-4 years. Now it's turned into a celebration that I talked to her, that I said, when I'm thinking that I'm sad about it, I'm missing her, I just light a candle, read something to her, or say something to her, so that I can have that space with her. Even though she's not here, it may sound crazy, but it helps. It's an exercise to help your brain to go ahead and express itself, even if that person is not there, because that's also bereavement is also an abandonment room, meaning somebody died that you used to have, or something in your life that you used to have is not there no more. And so you have to have ways to deal with it. We're all going to go through losses in life when it comes to loved ones. Our parents died. Some people, have foster kids, their parents was never there, and that's an abandonment room. No matter how old you get, you're gonna have to deal with abandonment wounds. That's just the way life goes. We all gonna have to deal with it. So I'm glad I learned early on. I lost my mom when I was 10, so I didn't grieve her till I was like 25, 26. And abandonment thing that's a real mental disorder. It's not nothing that disables you, but you can live on with time, but for a time and period, it can lead to overusing pills and stuff, and anxiety, because you did lose someone. So that being said, when I got into college, She was like, yeah, you need to grieve your mom and this and that. And she was like, you were the only one that got the assignment. The other kids, they brushed over it. All the college students brushed over it, and you really got the assignment because I cried. And I'm like, why did I cry? Like, I asked her, and she was like, because you miss your mom and you never really grieved. You just told me that when she died you didn't cry, and I didn't know to cry. I told her I didn't know I was supposed to cry. I didn't know that it was counseling for these things, and I didn't get it when I was younger, when my mom died. And so she just walked me through the steps. So yeah, I just feel like it looked like you lost your medicine, and it may make you feel unbalanced. But just do everything you did with your medicine when you had it. Just do all of that what you've been doing. And if you still have anxiety, listen to the high frequency music. Sometimes pills can be more harmful to us than we know. And so when we get addicted to something, we have to detox, and we have to go through that period of going back. Even with spiritual warfare, if you know my channel is a spiritual warfare channel, even with dealing with spiritual warfare, a lot of times God will have me to detox from all my prayers and just let the warfare hit me. And that lets me know where I'm at in my growth. That lets me know where I'm at with processing. It lets me know on every spectrum. And a lot of times when I detach from outcomes and prayer, and I can just look at how far, I'm like, oh, okay, it just wasn't so, and it helps you see that you had hit a milestone. You have hit a milestone so that you can go on to the next level. Because all the stuff that you already been praying for and wanting, it's already not happening, and you just don't recognize it. So you have to train your brain to recognize your milestones. This says don't hold a grudge. So somebody may have did something to you, but it says it's not worth wasting your time and energies holding grudges against someone for too long. Things just come and go. A lesson learned from what we have in the end of the day is mutual love and empathy. So if someone did something to you, I don't know why I got that card. Yeah, if someone did something to you, please don't hold a grudge. Spirit is saying, because that can mess you up too, especially with a person with autism, averted personality. I feel like if someone did something to you, the best thing you can do is forgive them. Usually autism people who can function every day in life, usually those type of people have a high level of intellect. So when somebody lied to us or do something, not even just a high level of intellect, but of emotional intelligence. So when somebody lies, it's like, why you had to lie? Like, you could just tell the truth. Like, we're mad cool people and you don't have to lie. But I had to learn, for those people, it's easier for us to be honest and authentic with ourselves, and it's not so easy for other people to be honest and authentic with themselves. Just know that you're honest, you're authentic, and that's why you have this avoidant personality, and you really go towards books, because that's your thing. That's what calms you. That's the way you connect with the universe. And maybe you're supposed to write books. That's what your gift is, to write this dang on book. Maybe it's to help other people with autism. I don't know, but what I see here is someone's brain that is really good with books and words, and I'm very geared towards words and poetry and writing music. Those are some of the things that you should be having an outlet in, and that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Hey, this is your superpower. Hey, it's not really a disorder. It's a disorder because it's different from normal people and normal people brains. But most people who don't have normal people brain, they're actually geniuses, and they need to unlock those beautiful gifts within themselves. And once I unlock my beautiful gift, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, girl, you can do that. And my confidence and me speaking to other people, you see me? You see this mouth? You would not be able to tell that I couldn't talk growing up, that I was dyslexic, that I had a avoidant personality type because I couldn't speak. Nobody wanted to talk to me. They was like, she's weird when I was in school. And I was, because I wasn't like everybody else. I was weird to them. But that's okay. That's your genius. And then once you start to unlock this social dysfunction, you will see that it's actually a superpower. You can turn this disorder. All these are not that bad. It's not a demonic disorder. It's not. It may hinder you in some areas, but that's for you to heal and overcome. And I feel like once you realize you hit this milestone and you don't need this medicine, and you really get into reading and writing and books and journaling, I feel like you'll find your superpower, just like I did. I found my superpower. I can rap. I don't put much effort into it because it's a hobby for me. I can write music. I can do a lot of different things. I'm like, dang, I can do thank you. And my spirit guides, what I'm giving you is what my spirit guides gave me through spirituality. This is what they gave me. Because I didn't never express myself. I would just let people do. I'm like, all right, they're gonna do what they do. In my brain, I compute faster than most people. So the way that I was writing and talking was faster than most people. The Holy Spirit had to teach me, you are much more than what you think you are. You are a freaking genius. The Holy Spirit told me that. You think faster than people. You talk faster than people. I had to learn to slow it down to their level. I was already up here, and I had to go dumb it down, slow it down, and so that other people can understand me. And it's not that they're dumb. It's just that I come from a different realm. And most people who come from a different realm do have autism, come from a higher realm, and we have to slow it down. And where we're from, in the planet we're from, it's just like, ooh, you just go and everybody, it's like a lot of telepathic communication. We don't have to do a lot with our mouth. But when we got down here and we took this assignment, we have to learn how to communicate with others and work well with others, because where we work well in that room doing that, that's why we came down here, because we had to slow ourselves down to go at their pace, what they do. And they'll teach you like there's something wrong with you, but it's really not. You just have a high level of intellectual stimulation in some of the areas, because you would come from another planet. Your soul comes from another planet, hasn't been activated for you to understand yourself fully. And that's what these disorders are here to do, to help you to understand yourself fully, your gifts fully. So somebody had to write a Bible. Maybe you're one of those that have to rewrite the Bible in the way that the Holy Spirit, and not me and not nobody, the Holy Spirit give you. You know what I'm saying? What your soul calling is here. Or maybe you're here to write a book for other people who have anxiety and who, you know what I mean? It's so many different gifts and so many different purposes that we have. It's for you to unlock. I can't do it for you. I can help you, lead you to where you need to go. Excuse the dishes in the background. My daughter's doing dishes. But I just feel like your superpower is, you can't, because I used to think, I'm like, people stupid. They like, even to this day, I didn't understand that I was feeling superhuman from the other realm. I just understood that like last week, if you watch the video, they kept saying they stupid, and that's why I'm like, people are so stupid, like, you don't see this. No, they don't, because they are, so a lot of people are born on the earth realm and they understand this world perfectly, because this is where they was born. We come from a higher realm, so we have to slow it down and dumb it down. Not that they're dumb, they just was originated, or their soul originated on this planet, and that's the way it's supposed to be. We originated from another planet and came and took the assignment to come down here to elevate the earth's frequency so that it can be of a higher vibration than what they are. Because believe it or not, they were going to kill themselves. They want to run themselves into the ground, because there's a lot of narcissistic personality types. That's why we have to have autistic personality types, people like us, to bring the light in, because those people hold dark spaces and we hold light spaces, and that's why they are attracted to us, and that's why it's not good to be in this dark energy, because it feeds more of the darker entities on this world. But when you learn that you're holding the grudge and you forgive them, like, okay, I don't need this, it's too much, it's weighing me down, and you like, honey, it's okay. I understand that. Once you understand how people think, and once you understand the social cues of people, I feel like once you understand that, let me put it in our terms. Once you understand that most people are stupid, not all people are stupid, but a lot of people are stupid and they do dumb stuff, and it's not to be ignorant or to call them out their names. It's just what it is, because their souls haven't had as much experience that we have, and they're dumber than us, so we're here to teach them. So forgiving them and telling them in a nice way, like I done told my sister, even my twin sister, I had to say, well, honey, I done saw a lot, because I seen a lot of her. I wrote down, I took screenshots and stuff that they would send me, the romantic partners I used to have and how they used to treat me. I'm like, I can't go back to you, and I politely tell them it wasn't nasty, and my sister used to yell at me like, you're not supposed to be on my side. I belong to the Holy Spirit, I belong to Jesus. No. I am, we do have the same blood, but I do not owe you anything. I have not did anything to you. I'm gonna tell you what's right and what's wrong. If you're right, then I will tell you right. If you're wrong, you just wrong. That don't mean I'm not gonna embarrass her in front of people, but I'm gonna tell her to her face when we're alone, like, no, you're dead wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna uphold her wrong. And most people like to be upheld in their wrong. You can tell them in a nice way, hey, you offended me, well, I don't like what you did, and it's okay, I forgive you, but please don't do that again, else I'm gonna have to cut you off. You can say that. It's okay. You can use your words to tell them that. You can. And if you can't tell them, I used to have a big thing that people don't know about me with telling people, like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to mess up nobody. These days, I will tell you how I feel nicely, and you'll be like, and people be like, she did it so intelligently and she didn't offend me, and then they get mad that I didn't offend them, so they're trying to come back and do me. I be like, child, I'm so over it. I said what I need to say. I am not going back in this with this narcissistic war with this person. They're at war with themselves, and I leave them alone because I see that they have an ego problem. And then you can learn to assess people. That's how I learned psychology, by working with people who have ego problems. And when they have ego problems, like, okay, baby, you need to pipe down and talk to you. And that's what I say in my mind. And I just leave them alone because, baby, I ain't got the time. I got other stuff I could be doing. And so a lot of times what helped me to get to the point of saying and being able to say that and to appropriately deliver the way I feel, and or to articulate myself in the manner that I do, and to be so precise with it, is texting. I learned to text, to write. When people were yelling, I'm like, I write it, I be like, and they thought I was being funny. I'm like, no, I just don't want to yell. I used to throw up when me and my sister had it just made me throw up, made me sick to my stomach. And for days, I could not function well. And that's why I had to get her out of my life, because I'm not going to argue with you. And when I would write stuff and I'm like, okay, and I would just patiently sit there and wait for an opportunity to speak, and then she gave me no room to speak. And then I was so exhausted from that. I went through stages, and I'm just like, I don't know what to say to her anymore. I done lost it all. So Holy Spirit used to tell me, write down, journal what happened today, write it down, write the way you feel. And I used to go back in my journal. This the day it happened. No, I got the emails and the text messages that you sent me, and she was like, oh, I did, Quita, you're so right. And then it was like, and then I got to a level that she kept doing it, and so I just had to get her out of my life, because it was like I couldn't function. I had kids to take care of, and I really couldn't function that kind of dysfunction. I feel like if you hold a grudge, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be a dysfunctional, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with family member, because you don't really go outside your family members, and that's the best way to deal with them. Screenshot everything they do, emails, bring it up. The next time you come, they still have an argument. My sister used to come in my house. She used to have a key to my house, and she come in there, she was screaming. I'm like, this is what you did that day. Oh no, I didn't. I screenshot it. Oh, you screenshot? Sure did. Yes. Oh my God, what? And then she was like, dang, you just have to show people themselves. A lot of times we're a mirror for other people's, especially narcissists. Narcissistic people with DRD, and I'm not being mean. From my autistic perspective, it is a lot, because we like cater to people's feelings, and we're very emotionally intelligent. But when somebody's not emotionally intelligent and they're unhealed, it's just like, whoa, back it up, player. Like, I'm quick to pull out, because, baby, I want to go sleep tonight. I want to sleep good. I don't want to sit down there. I used to overthink. I used to like, dang, why I said that? Dang, I could have said this. I don't have time to waste like that no more. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna write it down. If you doing all that, I'm gonna wait till you come. I give you 24 hours. I'm gonna go ahead within that 24 hours, write down what I feel, and see everything from every angle, and I'm gonna put it in that email, and it's like, eat it up. Let them eat it up. And then text me and say, eat it up, and then, oh, you want to say you didn't say that? Oh, I screenshot it. I recorded it. And the tone, because the tone of everything you said, and I got it. I sure did. I got it in. Yep. And if you have to do that around people that you love, then you just gonna have to disconnect, because it's already in them. It's innate to them. Until you remove yourself from the behavior, they'll never stop.